What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to SoCal Exploring. My name is Scott, and you're watching your stop for all things theme park and attraction related. Hey, if you guys are new here, consider subscribing down below with those bell notifications on, because we're literally so close to 7,000 on this channel. So, I think we're like 80 away. And if you guys are new here and you don't know what SoCal Exploring is, we do theme parks and Horror Night updates, which is a video that you're watching right now, and we're also filming a Universal update. So you're gonna want to subscribe. Anyways, like I said, we're here at Universal Studios Hollywood for a Halloween Horror Nights 2021 construction update. Well, would you look at that? There's the reveal for the Haunting of Hill House facade. Nothing special, it's just literally the house as a poster on a blank canvas. Sorry for the beeping, they're doing a lot of construction work right now, but yeah, there's the Hill House facade, the grand reveal. A lot has been going on with it, and I was like, you know, what's it gonna be? Are they actually building the house? But nope, just turns out it's just a poster, which is fine, you know. The budget cuts this year. I still think it looks nice regardless, especially when they put lighting and whatnot on it. I think that it'll look a lot nicer at night. But yeah, there it is. There's no more confusion on what it's gonna be for the facade. We already knew this was going to be the Hill House maze, but we didn't know what the facade was. Now we have the confirmation. It does build the excitement a lot more seeing the facade complete, assuming that they don't add anything else to it. I just wish that we got Hill House in the soundstage, to be completely honest. I mean, I know we're getting Exorcist in there and whatnot, but if we got Hill House in the soundstage, I feel like they'd actually do the full-on house facade like they did in Orlando. And then, of course, directly across from it is the Curse of Pandora's box. It looks like they're actually putting some of the decorations and such in the window. And there's a lot of movement going on down here for a set design, I'm assuming. Lots of people going in and out of the maze. You can clearly see that's the facade from 2019, though, of Pandora's box. I think it was an underrated maze, in my personal opinion. I think that it got too much heat that it shouldn't. It wasn't one of the best mazes that year, but I just don't think that it should have taken as much criticism as it did. I still had fun in this maze, and I'm still gonna have fun in it this year. Alright, y'all, studio tour time, because I've been seeing pictures that tram construction is way underway, which is a complete shock to me. I know it's there because I've seen pictures. It's just a shock to me. So we'll see if there's any new updates regarding that. The Exorcist soundstage was open, and even though it's right there, they have the facade pushed off to the very far right, and you can kind of get a glimpse of it. I tried my best to get a shot of it, but I mean, I got what I could, and it's there. It's on the side. It's Exorcist. We know that. Universal confirmed it. Alright, everybody, we're approaching the tram construction right now. Let's see what we can find. So all the picture cars are still out here, but there is lighting out here. Maybe the picture cars will have to do with the theme of the tram, you know? Just a wild guess here, because there is lighting over there. But here, we have tons of plywood for tram. And it's all laid out here. It looks like they're going to use a whole bunch of plywood this year.
Up at the top of the hill is the Psycho house where Norman lives with his mother. The finale of our studio tour. So the only thing left to do now is get all of you back to the theme park to enjoy your day. You got the whole day ahead of you because you all came and visited us so bright and early, and there's so much to do up there in the theme park. You got lots of time to do it because the park is open all the way until 8 p.m. tonight. So there's plenty to see, plenty to do, plenty of time.
I know that you guys are going to give the Hill House facade hate and whatnot, and I get it, but can we just appreciate this beautiful Bride of Frankenstein Lives facade? Because the artwork and just the detail of it is amazing. I mean, you can even tell the detail right there on the top right, or on all the edges of the facade. The amount of detail they put in to make it look like a book. It looks beautiful, and I'm so happy with the way it came out. I'm so excited to hear the slash music that's playing throughout the whole maze. I think this maze, honestly, in my personal opinion, will probably top Hill House. That's just my opinion, not basing it off of the facade at all, solely just basing it off of my thoughts with Murdy and doing originals. Even though this isn't an original, still doing his like own original twist on it. They do have some lighting rigs up here to light. I'm assuming they'll do some form of projection on this facade, which would make it really neat. I feel like that really brought the Universal Monsters 2018 one to life. Even though there wasn't much projection, just the lighting that they did on it looked really nice. Same with the Holidays in Hell one. You guys remember the little Holidays in Hell countdown to Happy New Year? That thing was awesome. So here's hoping they do some cool lighting or projection on The Bride of Frankenstein Lives. You know, we're only 30 days away from the event, and that means we're 30 days closer to walking through this beautiful maze. I'm just gonna go out and say it right now. Like I said, I think it's gonna compete with Hill House as the best maze. But all will be found out in a couple weeks, like 3 weeks, 3.5? I don't know, someone do the calculations for me. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can really tell, but if you zoom in just a little bit, or like screenshot it and zoom it in, I'll brighten up a little bit. But there is some detail right there. And there also seems to be some form of, no, that's probably just for lighting. My eyes were deceiving me. Yeah, here on the side, you can see there is some detail for the maze. So it's not just black hallways like everybody says. There's detail right there. Before everyone jumps on the black hole joke again, even though I make them all the time. Came down over here to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You can see they've added a lot more scenic work to that last room. I thought it was literally just going to be that one little structure, but at least they've added some branches and trees and whatnot. You can definitely tell there's going to be a scare actor in there. And then you can't really see a lot with the facade. You can see that the detail's done for it, but you can't, like, you can only see the back. The facade's going to be nice for Texas Chainsaw as well. I feel like it's going to be done up well. It's been a couple years since we've seen a full-on Texas Chainsaw Massacre maze. We've seen him featured in other mazes and other like experiences like the Terror Tram, but we haven't seen his own standalone maze for a while, so I'm excited, especially being in the Mummy Queue. I feel like the Mummy Queue is a very underrated location. I mean, come on, Hell, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Trick or Treat, The Shining. So, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I feel like, will not disappoint. You can actually see the fences there that are getting staged for the queue line for when Horror Nights is going on. They're all lined up there, ready to hold guests for a 180-minute wait for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Don't think it'll get that long, but you know, if you've been to Horror Nights before, this whole area down here fills up, and that's why they're staging the barricades already ready to go. There's also, way in the distance, some lighting rigs on the soundproof walls right there for the facade. One more thing before I head up, there's rumors about a lower lot scare zone. However, I see no lighting rigs from up here. I'd assume they'd be on the Transformers building or on the Mummy building. There may be some down there just on poles and stands. But as far as up here goes and on top of the buildings, there's no lighting rigs at all. So we'll see if there's going to be a scare zone. We'll go check if there's lighting rigs on the rumored opening scare zone as well. There's one right up there, but I really do think that's just for normal theme park operations. I don't think that's for HHN at all. But once we do start to see lighting rigs off on these buildings, then you know they're prepping for the scare zones. I'm pretty sure they'll start to put them up within the next couple weeks or so. Usually it's around that time frame. I just wanted to see if they're getting started early this year. There is one more maze location that we're missing, and that's the confusion of the Waterworld location. You know, first everyone was thinking it's going to be Halloween 3 because of the silver shamrock novelty sign, and then they took it down and repainted it, and I'll show you guys how it looks right now. All right, so here's our look at the rumored Halloween 4 facade, because obviously it looks exactly like the facade we had in 2018, I believe, that we had Halloween 4. Yeah, 2018, because 2019 was House of a Thousand Corpses. But yeah, there it is. We'll get a better view on our way out from Waterworld, since we're going to watch Waterworld right now, and I'm sure we'll be able to see a glimpse of the side of the facade as well. So yeah, there's HHN construction as of, let's see what it is, August 10th. So you guys are probably watching this video today. I'm gonna try my best to get out as fast as possible because, you know, the Hill House facade, obviously that's breaking. But yeah, it was a fun day. Construction is moving along, chugging along, and I don't know if there's going to be any other construction updates on this channel. Maybe one, it just depends on how my schedule is looking. But in case there's not, we'll be back here for Horror Nights, and you guys already know there's going to be tons of Horror Nights videos once they start to announce scare zones and the last couple mazes that haven't been announced yet. So subscribe if you're new here with those bell notifications on. Leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. And as always, my name is Scott. You've been watching SoCal Exploring. Positivity is key. And most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.